All right, hello, 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 and welcome to the show. Sorry, I'm like warm. I had to turn my apartment heating down. I am really warm, but as I had stated before, see, this is really irritating me. Then now I have to hold this because that stupid stand isn't working. I'm like wondering as I'm doing this if there's anything I can place this on. Does that work? Kind of. All right, this will work well enough. Okay. So anyways, as I had said, I had done some shopping today because I needed to get some gluten-free stuff because yesterday I came home and had to throw everything out, as I had stated, wonderfully discovering that you're allergic to gluten. You don't ever realize how many things have it. So I did some shopping today, and it's really hard because, okay, I live in Rockford, but it's like one of those areas where it's not, I feel like, super developed yet. So it's like they're missing a lot of things. So there's no Whole Foods, there's no Mariano's, which a lot of places I know don't have Mariano's, but it's amazing. But no Sunset, no any specialty stores like that where you could probably get more things. They have Target, which carries some stuff. And then they have in Rockford, the big thing they have is called Schnucks. Now, I remember they had Schnucks when I went to ISU, Illinois State. So down in Bloomington Normal. Sorry, I'm sniffling. It's weird weather out. But so I had gotten some stuff. Honestly, mainly I had checked they had a section for gluten-free that honestly, if you'd seen it, it was seriously only so big. I was kind of oh my god. So I bought some stuff that I know was gluten-free, and then some things that I think I remember being gluten-free, so I didn't actually check the label. So we're gonna check and see, because some of the stuff I bought, I'm as soon as I got it home, I was thinking in my head, wait a minute, is that gluten-free? So I haven't put the stuff away yet. I literally just walked in. Baking soda, I'm not doing anything with that. That's for the fridge. But let's see. So one thing that I am amazed and happy with is cereals by, oh my god, how am I forgetting? General Mills cereals. They're doing a lot of things now that they're basically making all their stuff gluten-free. I gotten these little cups because I like them for breakfast at work. I just bring either get milk there or something, but that you can have these. Now, these are gluten-free, and then I saw Lucky Charms were gluten-free, so I was that's what I used for my thumbnail. So it's yay! I really like the Frosted Cheerios, so I'm going to be getting a box of that, but I already bought some stuff. I had found these. I had already eaten one because I'd wanted to try them because I was hungry. But they're by that Blue Diamond Almond, and they make nut crackers. These were cheese ones. I have to say, these versus rice cakes by the Quaker guy. I think it's called Quaker, what is it, Quaker Oats or Quaker, I don't know, but they make rice cakes and stuff. I prefer the rice cake ones to these. These were a little, I don't know. I thought they would kind of be kind of how Goldfish are, or Cheez-Its are, kind of a cheese cracker, but these are the rice crackers with cheese powder on them. I mean, they're not horrible. I'll finish them, but they wouldn't be my number one go-to. Now, one thing that they found, I had never seen these before, but I think it's Kinny Kinnick. Foods. I love graham crackers. So these are called S'morables, graham style crackers. I'm hoping they taste like graham crackers. I love graham crackers. And also I gotten, because I'm making Rice Krispie treats, I have the big marshmallows. So I just got some, when I got these, I had gotten some chocolate too. So I was wonderful. We'll just make some. I've got a gas stove. or gas, yeah, stove and oven and all that. And I'm like, we'll make some s'mores. But I just like graham crackers in general. I like eating them with like peanut butter or almond butter or stuff like that. So I was like, great. I'm hoping these taste like them. But I had never heard of this brand before. But it says gluten-free, has never tasted so good. That's their thing. But it's gluten-free, dairy-free, and nut-free. Which I noticed that in like the gluten section, they had a lot of stuff. I noticed things that are gluten-free are like free of a lot of things. So it might just be easier. I got popcorn, okay, because I thought popcorn was gluten-free. But now I need to like check it because I thought in my head, I just naturally thought because it's like a corn thing, but I didn't actually read the ingredients. So let's see. Popcorn, palm oil, salt, natural flavor and coloring, contains milk. Okay, so this is gluten-free. Popcorn is gluten-free, guys. You can eat popcorn. I got the Schnucks brand because it was like on sale. Hoping it tastes good because I'm picky about popcorn, but a lot of Schnucks doesn't carry Pop Secret. Okay, they only carry like Orville Redenbacher. I'm trying to think, do they carry another one? Orville Redenbacher or like their brand. They don't carry Pop Secret, which I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to remember when I like go back to visit my parents. Okay, so Evil, I think is what it's called. Evil. Basically, that's the brand. It's supposed to be love backwards, which I'm sure it's coming out right for you guys, but for me, I'm seeing it, and as I'm seeing it in the screen finder, like it literally says love. I'm like, okay. But it's a brand. They make a lot of stuff. Not all their stuff is gluten-free because they do make pasta stuff, but their rice things for the most part are gluten-free. So this was a new bowl. I hadn't seen this one. Duh, Haley, because it says new right there. God, I'm such a loser. But this one was really good. It was Hawaiian style grilled chicken. I'm saying it's really good. I haven't tried it yet. It sounded really good. But it has white rice, grilled chicken meat, pineapples, edamame, water chestnuts, and red bell peppers. And they're all combined in an insanely tasty pineapple teriyaki sauce. I love companies that use like fun, like all combined in an it's insanely tasty. It better be. But I do like their brand. They had a pasta that I loved. It was a ravioli. It's like mushrooms and like goat cheese or something like that. If you can eat gluten, try that one because it's so freaking yummy. But I can't eat it anymore, so I got this. We're gonna see how it goes. Let's see, what was our other thing? I got cottage cheese. I like cottage cheese. I just assumed. I don't know, it's got some stuff in it that it's saying. I can't look it up because I'm shooting this on my phone, but I'm going to have to look up and see if this is something that's okay. I'm going to say it is, but like when you read the ingredients, you're kind of like, skim milk, milk, cream. I love how it's got like a milk, like seriously, ingredients in cottage cheese. Listen to this. Skim milk, milk, cream, lactose. Those are like the first like 4 ingredients. Like I have to laugh because isn't like for the most part most skim, doesn't it contain lactose? Because you have to like get specialized milks or soy milks that are lactose free. So pretty much like all like natural dairy has lactose in it, doesn't it? With the exception of things like goat's milk and stuff like that. But for like cows, I thought pretty much all of it contained lactose. So I laugh that it says that. But skim milk, milk, and cream. I thought those were kind of like the same. I mean, I know cream's like a little bit different, but I just laugh that they put it all. But then it's like it's got other ingredients in here that now I'm going to have to like look up. Although it's saying for like allergy issues, it's just saying contains milk. It doesn't say that it has anything else. I'm going to have to look this up. I really hope, because otherwise I'm gonna have a problem. I got creamer. See, this one's just easy. Milk, cream. Okay, so that one wasn't hard. I got half and half. I had mentioned before, like, I can't have really a lot of caffeine, so I don't, and I'm not a really big coffee drinker. Some people are gonna think this is gross. I like this with my cereal. I like the half and half. I like the kind of, I'll either have cashew milk or that. But when I went to Schnucks, they were all out of cashew milk. They had a lot of almond milk, but I don't like almond milk. I had gotten sausages because I have to be here over the weekend. And sometimes I like to just eat. But let's see. Pork, turkey. Oh, there's turkey in there too. Pork, turkey, water, soy protein, salt, sugar, flavoring, maple syrup, brown sugar, maple sugar. Okay, so these are gluten-free. I figured they would be, but I didn't check. Okay, so I got marshmallows, because we all know these are gluten-free. Although I'm kind of wondering what's in marshmallows. Ingredients: corn syrup, sugar, dextrose, modified food starch, corn, in parentheses, water, gelatin. Oh, gelatin must be gluten-free. Note to self, I can probably make Jell-O. I'm gonna have to do that. Natural and artificial flavor, and oh, I'm gonna butcher this. No, maybe not. Tetrasodium phosphate. Phosphate. Whatever. It's a chemical. But they're squishy and delicious. And I'm opening these now. Oh, I did it because I'm hungry and I want to eat one of these. I love the way marshmallows smell. Do you guys ever have anything that when you smell something, it like reminds you of something? That's what marshmallow does for me. I think of like camp. But not like camp, like summer camp when I was a kid. That's like chlorine, sunblock, grape soda, Yoo-hoo. Like that's what camp as a kid reminds me. This is like when you got older and did away camp. I went to Banner Camp as a kid. And then I went to Korean drama camp when I was older. Okay, this is another one that the store had. And I had never heard of this brand before. Glutino. But it's a gluten-free brand. But these are crackers. Now, I had gotten rice crackers, which they're good. I don't mind them, but I wanted to try to find a cracker that like tastes like a cracker, kind of like that tastes like a saltine or like a Ritz cracker, like that cracker taste. And these looked like them. Well, sort of, like, you know, like they would have that like consistency. It's a texture thing, okay? It's really a texture thing, slight taste thing, but a texture thing. So I'm hoping these have it, because I have some stuff that I need those for, and I have to remember to get rid of my Ritz crackers, so I'm not tempted to eat them. Oh, okay, this is a bag that I just have raspberries, grapes, and peaches, because we know that stuff is gluten-free, because it's fruit. Fruit is the best thing you can eat. Okay, so I'd gotten, I just naturally assumed these would be gluten-free, but I got canned mandarin oranges. Let's see, mandarin orange segments, water, sugar. Okay, so they are, it is gluten-free, but I wasn't sure if maybe there was anything in it. So I was worried. I got Chihuahua cheese because I want to make quesadillas. Now for quesadillas, you can eat quesadillas. There's gluten-free quesadillas, which my mom had got me some, but I left those at my parents' house because when I visit them, there needs to be like something to eat there, and my mom can hardly go shopping now as it is. She like buys the bare minimum, so I can't expect her to have stuff stocked for me, so I left a few of my things there. But I got these are corn tortillas. We're gonna try them. For the most part, I'm usually never a super fan of corn tortillas. I like them when they're like crispy shells, which I also forgot to get hard taco shells. That was one thing I was thinking of, but I forgot to get hard taco shells. Because I wanted to do steak tacos sometime this week. And I'm either gonna be able to do this, but sometimes I like doing it with the hard taco shells. But you can have corn, which I had to like go through this, and like the ingredient section was like super tiny down here in the corner. I assumed they were when I bought them, because for some reason I remember being like, oh, corn tortillas. But yeah, it's got corn, water, and lime. Oh, that's weird. I wonder if they smell like lime. I don't know. But yeah, my friend Brianna's getting married this weekend, and she's Mexican, and they're bringing in like this food. But when I was telling her about my gluten allergy, she's like, oh my God, are you going to be able to eat anything at the wedding? Because I was like, oh, I can't have things like, you know, like flour tortillas. She's like, oh my God, we were eating so many things with flour tortillas. And I was like, well, you make stuff, I know you make a lot of stuff with corn tortillas. She's like, yeah, we do. And I'm like, okay, well, I can have corn tortillas. And I just assumed that was all of them, which I'm guessing it is, because I've yet to see really any corn tortilla type thing that says it has gluten. So, but I was like, I'm like, or I can have just like meat and vegetables. She's like, well, there's not going to be a lot of vegetables. And I was like, aren't you making like fajitas? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, don't you know how to have vegetables for that? She's like, oh yeah. I laugh. I always laugh at her. She makes me laugh. But I had some things also that I needed to get out and put in a bag for her because I can't eat them. And they're yummy snacks and she likes them. So I was like, well, if you want them, you can have them, because otherwise I'm chucking them out because I can't eat them. And I don't want them in the house because then I'll be tempted to eat them, or I won't be paying attention and I'll start eating it. So, but there we go. Gluten-free stuff. Honestly, I feel like I'm doing a disservice if I don't tell you it's okay. Like I said, these are just all right. I say if you want something that kind of has that cheesy taste. I'm looking for, oh, they also had they're by a brand. They're called, I didn't get them. Because I got the Glutino ones because these were on sale, but they had another brand that had crackers that I was originally looking for. It's called Lance. It's called Lance, L-A-N-C-E, and they make crackers, and they have crackers that look like Cheez-Its, but I want to find them at Target because the problem with grocery stores that I feel like nowadays is they're super overpriced for some things that you can find. Look at this though. This is insane. This was pricey, and look, this is all you get. Whereas opposed to if you see regular graham crackers, it's like a lot. It looks like toy. It looks like a toy. Okay, but it smells like a graham cracker. Like the smell is the same. That like I always think it has like a hint of maple smell. I might be the only one. I don't think there's any maple ever in it, but I always think so. What is the ingredients for this? I know it was gluten-free because it said gluten-free, but what are the actual ingredients? That tastes like a graham cracker. I'm excited for these. They were expensive, but I would pay because these are good. Look how tiny they are. And I know they're supposed to be like 4 like s'mores because they're like these tiny squares. But hold on a sec. Let's see what's in this. Pea starch, non-hydrogenated shortening, which is also known as palm oil or modified palm oil. Brown rice flour. I didn't know there was such a thing. But brown rice flour, my guess is that's the, you know, additive versus flour that makes it gluten-free. Potato starch. Oh, and they have stars next to them if they are not a product of genetic engineering. So potato starch is not a product of genetic engineering, and that's in there. Brown sugar. I'm wondering, I'm saying maple, but maybe that's what I smell. Brown sugar. That might be it. But brown sugar, also not a product of genetic engineering. Sweet rice flour. Tapioca starch. Water, cane sugar. rice bran, molasses, tapioca syrup. When I was little, I never liked tapioca pudding, but I'm kind of wondering as an adult, because I like rice pudding, if I should try tapioca pudding. I need to put that like on a list to try. Let's see. Syrup, sodium bicarbonate, pea protein. There's a few things in here that are from peas. Vanilla extract. Maybe that's what I'm smelling too. Vanilla. Pea fiber, sunflower, lecithin, inulin, monocalcium phosphate, modified cellulose, and guar gum. Okay, that was a thing that I had seen in cottage cheese that I wanted to look up, guar gum, but apparently it must be gluten-free because it's in the gluten-free thing. Okay, so that makes me feel a little bit better about the cottage cheese. But yeah, this product contains no preservatives. Store in a sealed container in a cool, dry place. So I opened these, so obviously I'm going to have to put them in a Ziploc bag because I trust Ziploc that it's sealed tight. But may contain eggs and soy. So if you're vegan or you have like, I know there's some people who are like allergic to like eggs and stuff like that, then you might not be able to have this because it says it may contain it. But these are actually really good. I'm really happy with this. So guys, good. I'm gonna make a quesadilla. I might do an update when I do another show on how those were. I kind of really want to make a s'more now, and I think I'm going to. This was another thing I bought that I just assumed didn't contain any gluten, but I need to look now. Milk chocolate, cane sugar, milk chocolate, cocoa butter, milk fat, lecithin, which is soy, and natural flavor. Okay. So Hershey's regular chocolate bars are gluten-free. I feel like I'm learning new stuff. Like this is stuff like I naturally just assume is gluten-free, but like now that you have to check labels on everything, like do you really know until you like look at something? There are some natural things that I know. Like I said, marshmallows I know because I babysat for somebody and the mother was gluten-free. She couldn't have gluten. That might have helped. It says it right there on the back, gluten-free, tiny. But okay, so look for the gluten-free. But all right, you guys, hope that was informative. Hope you found some brands. But like I said, gluten-free brands are this Kinnikinnick. General Mills has a lot of things, which I need to check everything. Oh, because I had leftover. This is what I wanted to check. I had some other cereals that were left over from, like, you know, when you get those boxes and it has all the cereal bags. I had some other ones that I need to check. So Cocoa Puffs, let's see, whole grain corn. I'm not sure if whole grain corn, I mean, I want to say corn makes it gluten-free. Is there a gluten-free sign? No fructose, no artificial flavors. It doesn't say gluten-free on the front, which, and the Cheerios ones of these did. Like, I think, well, maybe not. Maybe I just assumed it did, because I know it does. Okay, so whole grain corn, sugar, cornmeal, corn syrup, cocoa pressed with alkali, canola oil, fructose, salt, caramel color, refined syrup, baking soda, natural flavors. I want to say I think these are gluten-free, but I'm not 100% sure. I will have to look up because there's, I'm getting thrown off by the whole grain corn. I want to say that I think that is. And then canola oil. Is canola oil gluten-free? I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look that up too. Also, if you guys know this and you put it in the comments, I'm sure people will be happy to know. I'm probably going to look them up and I'll put it in the comments if I discover if it is or not. And then I want to say I think this one wasn't gluten-free. I think this one wasn't, because it says here crispy sweetened whole wheat and rice cereal. Now rice cereal would make it gluten-free, but whole wheat I know is not gluten-free. I found that out and I was not happy. So I don't think this one is. Whole grain wheat. Yeah, whole grain wheat, sugar, rice flour. This makes me sad because I really like these. Yeah, whole grain as the first ingredient. Contains wheat and soy ingredients. So I think when it says that, although this one says may contain wheat ingredients. So this one I don't think, I think this one might be gluten-free, but this one I believe is not, because it's got the whole grain wheat. General Mills, adapt it. I want this. I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which also General Mills, if you're listening, aside from Cinnamon Toast Crunch, one thing that they made, it was called Sugar Cookie Crunch. It was a couple years ago for like the Christmas. It was one of those Christmas releases that they tried. It was freaking delicious, and why they haven't brought it back yet, I'm not quite understanding. Although it's probably for the best because it's probably not gluten-free and I probably can't eat it. So yeah, and then Lucky Charms, as I saw from the cups, and it says it on the back. See, this is what I was looking at. Like this one had, even in the individual one, it had on the back gluten-free, whereas opposed to these didn't. Just said has no high fructose corn syrup. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. It's probably not. First ingredient, whole grain. Although this says whole grain corn, it doesn't say whole grain wheat. I don't know. These I'm going to have to look at and see. Otherwise, and I'm going to look them up tonight. Otherwise, these are going in the pile of little things I can't eat. Bowls. I forgot to get throwaway bowls. Okay, sorry. Just thinking on the list. But yes, things I like, things I didn't. Hope it was helpful for you guys. I'm now going to go sit and watch Riverdale while I do my exercise and wipe this makeup off my face, because I had a long day, and I'm just like, so have a good night. Gotta shut this off. Bye, guys.